Alright, welcome to Jade Empire. It's old. It's an old game. Very old game. I don't like the fact that I can... Old pack. So, let's make a character. I am using mods too, by the way. Okay. I'm not really. That it? Oh. Can't even. Oh. We don't want. Ow. I can't even. What is this? Yeah, I added a few mods. So make it look nicer. Well, there's no graphical mods really.
I swear, one of these days I'll find a way.
There is a UI mod though. One more match then?
Happily. I feel that I learn something every time I face you. Even if it's only a new place to nurse a bruise. So long as you're certain you have time.
Wow.
Let us begin.
Not blocking attacks. Oh wait,
Focus.
no. He didn't break my. He was supposed to break my shield.
Focus.
What? Stop.
Did you see? Master Li was watching. He may not show it, but he clearly takes pride in watching his students practice. I learn something every time we meet, proving that loss sometimes is the best teacher. Thank the heavens the bruises are worth it. You are gracious
what
as
about?
always. I regret that there won't be much time for such practice now that you've almost finished your training. Master Li told me to pass on that you should speak to him when you have the chance. He said you could take your time, so you need not rush.
Okay.
Master Li just went into his house. It's just over there, as always. You have some time to wander the school and talk with other students. Smiling Mountain likely has some of the younger students available if you want to spar. I shall leave you to it. Take care, my friend.
Oh, Chapter 1. Wherein a master foretells of doom, a rival challenges for station, and the past haunts the present. The training towards its completion in the idyllic setting of two rivers. Master Li promises that soon you will know more about how you and where your future will lead. All the while, strange tales begin to spread of ghosts that will not rest a shadowy assassin, no law.
Ah, I'm healed.
I'm missing. Huh. I'm missing a few buttons. Control. Like, menu. Oh, that. Look left, right. Look. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Uh, okay, that's not good. Yeah, I kind of messed up. So sad. Movement left, right, up.
Ah, I'm healed.
Okay. Sorry, I'm. Yeah, I can't. You know what? You know what? Let's have some fun. Let's do it this way. This is attack. Base. Strong attack. The oh, I can't even. Never mind that. I don't want. I want. I don't have to. I'll make that. It just. It's fine. over here. Greetings, Solomon. Um, down here. Oh, you can talk. You are a most astute observer, but you're a monkey. No, I'm a textured polygon that is animated by an algorithm. I have no idea what you just said. What I mean is, if you ever feel the need to drop out of character, talk to us animals. Right. So, is there anything I can do for you today? Take a look at my options. Certainly. I'll turn on the new. So this is part. One of the mods I added is called Jade Empire in Style, which gives over 40 different fighting styles of the game and a new way to level them. Normally you would get a style point by leveling up, but the mod allows you to get style points by fighting. If you're the better you are when you fight an enemy, like if you can defeat them without getting hit, the more style points you'll get towards your abilities. And you can learn their styles too. If you can do well in fights. You can learn them by buying them after a fight if given the chance. Let me just a chance to get style points. Student means we'll get more. And then well, I want to learn a new. Oh yeah, and it'll allow you to change your appearance too.
Typical.
Taofan, or the Old Tongue, was the native language of one of many kingdoms struggling for supremacy before the Empire was unified by Sagittarius T, our first emperor. As the wars raged, constant shifts in territorial leadership spread the use of the Old Tongue. By the time Sagittarius again formed the Empire, the Old Tongue was so widely spread that it became a second official language of the Jade Empire. Yay. Learning. That wasn't the one I wanted. Oh. To fight without thought is suicide. The path to victory is laid out one step at a time ahead of your opponent. Hermetic combination styles and rapid session. The first must be of a class called support. The second from the class known as martial. Timing is the key. Begin with a focused disabling effect to follow quickly with a powerful bare-handed blow. Two actions working in concert will create a harmonic channel in your chi and wreak havoc on your foes. You must be swift, as the window to create the harmony is limited. Stay with your foe. Close swiftly as you change style and strike with all available. Let nothing stand in your way, but beware, opponents of great strength to resist this technique, though you thought will guide you to victory. Harmonic combination to ensure the journey is swift. Huh. Astute portion. Importance? Understanding the stars and the universe is a very important goal. By examining the universe, you can interpret and predict things to come. The sky is where the great dragon said to dwell, and in his illustrious home, we can see the signs of his efforts. Of the observable phenomenon, three major ones are the most esper comets, flames of the heavens, passing across the sky, eclipses, during which the power of the gods blocks the sun for brief periods, and falling stars, marking the descent of one of the celestial bureaucracy to the earth. Yeah, there's a lot of lore in this game. That's the one. The Long Drought stands as one of the worst periods in the Jade Empire's recent history. 10 years of scorching heat and little rainfall took their toll on even the prodigious reserves of the Empire's granaries. The sages predicted at least 3 more devastating dry years, while those in the Ministry of Harmony watched the death toll mount into the hundreds of thousands. Then Emperor Sun Hai declared that the drought was over, and somehow it was. Through the Emperor's divine will, green returned to our parched land, and stability was restored. That doesn't sound. Get your monk gem. And 500. Silver. This is the journal screen. Okay. Oh boy. Yeah, seeing I can. Oh yeah, we have. Oh yeah, I need to drink an amulet. That's a monkey. That's fun. Huh. On the mountain.
I thought Master Li would have your attention for the rest of the day.
Not yet.
It's good to see you. I know you haven't had much time for simple sparring. It is too bad. Your fellow students benefit from your experience. A strong opponent is the best trainer.
I'll ask you some things about the school.
I am charged with giving whatever instruction I can, but my insights deal more with the philosophy of combat than the skills themselves.
Tell me about the philosophies you mentioned.
Master Li is very strict about what is taught here, because martial skill is a pathway to great power, and that holds certain risks.
Yes, it does.
It is not just good over evil. Few things in life are that simple. The common way to say it is, Do you follow the way of the open palm or the closed fist?
What is going on over there?
A term for the high path, or perhaps the way of restraint and harmony. Many aspire to it, but few achieve it. It is a path of resisting tyranny. Of course, the source of that tyranny varies. It is just as dangerous coming from without as within.
Give me examples.
Tyranny from external sources is easy to find and fight. Defending those who cannot defend themselves is a reasonable example. But when your abilities are so much greater than those around you, there is the temptation to set everything right by might alone. That is tyranny from within.
Times.
True, but that can become a convenient excuse. Eventually you may decide that even direct violence is too inefficient for someone of your strength. It is a small leap from there to enforcing your will so that the crime never takes place. Suddenly you are the oppressor, when all you wanted to do was make things right. This way of the open palm is not without its hidden dangers, despite the best of intentions.
Tell me.
It is the low path, the way of aggression and discord. A misunderstood path often misused by those who wish to justify a thuggish nature. It is not as simple as crushing your enemies or as mindless as terrorizing the weak. It is a mindset born of impatience, of imposing your will. An evil man might ignore a plea for help because he does not care, but that shows a disconnection with the world. That is not part of the way. A man on the low path might also ignore that plea, but he would do so because that person should demonstrate they are fit to survive on their own.
The way of being stubborn, wanting to do things on your
The
own.
difference is in the details. That same man might help if the odds are unreasonable. He might also do it to incur favor. There is thought in his actions.
What that do?
He is not a mindless killer, but he may let strength decide what course is best. That is why it is a dangerous path. It can so easily be misinterpreted.
A perfect example of closed-fisted. The way of the closed fist would be like Sasuke from Naruto, Vegeta from DBZ, those kind of people. Open palm would be like Naruto. I would say Goku, but he's between the line, if you want my opinion. As of late. He's leaning slowly towards closed-fisted than open palm.
You are the sum of your actions. The harmony or discord that you sow will weigh on your shoulders as surely as any physical yoke. But there can be advantages. Certain forms of attack inherently lean toward one extreme or the other. They have a rhythm that resonates within you. You may find that some attacks perform better if you are more intent on causing discord. How you use this is for you to discover and decide.
Meanwhile,
I am charged with giving whatever instruction I can, but my
ask about someone's.
Who are you? Master Li is a private man, and I will not presume to speak for him. His interest in you surpasses the care of any master I have known. He must see great potential in you. If you wish, but only introspection reveals true insight. I used to call the trading center of Phoenix Gate my home, but I am settled here. I have nothing to go back to.
Why did you leave?
It is not important. Suffice to say that I prefer this little village to the temptations of a greater city. Enough about me. What else can I do for you?
No, you can't escape the question. How long have you taught her?
It has been several years since I arrived in Two Rivers. I was surprised to find a teacher of Master Lee's ability so far out on the borderlands. It was a fortuitous accident. I have studied the martial arts all my life and serve your master as I am able. He is devoted to your training and needs someone to assist the other students.
What I want to know is, how did he get those scars across his chest?
Whatever instruction I can. The turtle's shell protects him only from harm of which he is aware. Ask away. There are a few, but not enough for me to set up some of the more challenging matches that I'm sure you would prefer. There will be more students available later in the day when many of their exercises have concluded. I am charged with giving what
kind of items you got?
Yes, training. For some time now, I have offered, for a small fee, to run students through a short regimen that will help them enhance their abilities. The lessons you learn from me, or from any trainer for that matter, will stay with you and help make you stronger, or better able to focus your mind or magic. Let's see what you can learn.
Simple combat training. To the unimagined. I'm not reading all this. It's divine void. Now he says he's not supposed to be giving out training. Okay? But like these are abilities. Like these are styles. Seven Thunder. But the mod adds these in. Alright, Fang Regeneration. These are the two I kind of want. That sounds interesting. Like a tornado. Get to it. Yeah, see.
No, I try to improve base abilities, but through the basics that Master Lee has instilled. When you have the opportunity, I'm sure you will pick up new styles quickly. Training has worked, and Master Lee allows me to collect a small fee to reinforce this. Travel outside Two Rivers and you will find my prices are quite reasonable.
Thanks. I will
Very
swear.
well. I'll choose someone who is competent in one-on-one combat. This is only a practice bout, so fight until your opponent is knocked out. Get ready.
Okay. At least I get to test this. Okay. See. I can buy this. I can buy Leopard Fist. Similar to White Demon in many ways. Both styles are rather slow, but have a long range. My mind is taught at the most pursuits about Leopard House Brawl is unknown. Some of the White Demon Grandmasters are very true. Do I want it though?
Very good. Another victory well earned. Now, is there anything else you would like?
Nope.
There will be...
I get to do it. I just... Learning styles. In this mod, there is a new way of learning styles to combat. Whenever you manage to defeat an unknown style without taking too much damage yourself in that combat round, a special store will pop up. Here you can buy this new style for a tenth of what you would cost in Rediger store. And while not each and every style is available in Rediger stores, they are all available here. How often you will visit this store depends mostly on your combat skill. If you manage to take no damage whatsoever, a visit to the store is guaranteed. If you take a small amount, you will need a bit of luck as well. The more damage, the more luck. New styles we offer to you to more than three times. I just launched him halfway across the realm. It's asking me again. You know what? Yeah, let's purchase it. And style gained. Leopard fist. So essentially, it's like the mod turns you into a blue mage that essentially learns other people's abilities. And I like that.
Goodbye. I am here if you need anything.
But anyway. I don't want to talk to Master Lee yet. Running around doing. The monkey has returned. This grave appears to be dedicated to the old master. Structure of the school. It is a humble tribute, not even bearing his name. Small bowl sits beneath the stylized digit of a lion, ready to accept the offering. Silver to feed the spirit of the departed soul. Places it. Coin disappeared through a thin slot at the bottom of the bowl. There is the lion image. Patches from the grave. Lion hit. Hi.
Oh, senior student. Not too many people come back here this time of day, so we thought we'd take a moment to practice. Would you like to join us? We could team up against you and learn from the best.
Yeah. By the other gods. I could spare
This
them.
is good news. We'll try to go easy on you.
Wow.
Legendary strike.
Well, that would be kind of hard considering. Style point. One. The golden star. Ooh. Oh god, you need like 700 for that. I'm afraid I can't win it.
That's enough. I didn't think we'd win, but it was an honor to face you. Thank you very much. We have to go. Smiling Mountain's going to be teaching a class soon, and then we have weapons training.
So yeah, that just... So now we have another point. Punchy damage. Basic button, 2-button key. Oh. Okay. Strike. Down. This changes it. Hello?
One day I'll reach your level of skill, but not unless I keep practicing with Smiling Mountain.
It is an honor to be approached by the school's most senior student. My mother had high hopes for the school when she sent me here from the capital. Sometimes I wonder if I'm ready to train with others of such skill. Even in the robes of a junior student, I feel a long way from my home in the Imperial City.
For you. Why do you...
I I haven't yet settled in. My studies in the Imperial City were far inferior to the instruction you've had. I will just have to work twice as hard to catch up to your level of skill. Even then, it will take a long time to be your match. How long have you studied with Master Li?
Study with him as long as I can.
You and Dawnstar have both had a lifetime of training under Master Li. He is stern with you, but you sure can see that he's proud as well. I'm sorry. I shouldn't pester you with my questions. Is there something you need?
But I want to be asked questions.
I'm honored that you should ask. What do you want to know?
Oh.
The school I attended in the Imperial City was becoming mired in politics, so my mother sent me out to the country instead. Politics is dangerous, she always said.
It is. What's...
Oh, I don't know. It just seems like the city is changing. Strange people, strange machines. These are interesting times. I think she just wanted to know that I'd be safe.
What will you do when you're training this country?
That won't be for a long time, but I'll probably return to the Imperial City. Perhaps I'll join the Imperial Guard. It's hard to think that far ahead. He is one man and guides his students well. My last school had 2 masters who feuded all the time. It made learning very difficult. At the Black Leopard School, I learned the bare basics of a style under First Brother Kai, but not enough to say I'd mastered anything more than a few core techniques. I demonstrate, but I don't think I even could. Master Li's teachings have been so much more effective that I have forgotten most of what I learned in the capital. He is greatly skilled and tutors his students intently. You especially. My school in the city was mired in politics, not an environment that promotes diligent study. Oh. Again?
Oh, sorry.
Dawnstar would be next, with...
Wait, let's go back.
I don't know anyone else who displays the skill you do. Perhaps Gao, but he lacks discipline. That is why he still wears the robes of a junior student, despite his ability. Dawnstar would be next, with few able to match her delicate moves. Beyond that, the only other person I know well is Smiling Mountain, the sparring master. I have heard about and seen your skill, but I haven't been here long enough to know much more. Most of the students seem to appreciate your abilities. I have seen his kind in the city. He thinks his family's wealth is a substitute for nobility and is angered when others still see him for what he is, a crass and spoiled bully.
Oh, wow, just straight.
He doesn't come close to Master Li's skill, but Smiling Mountain is good for the younger students. He pairs novices with more advanced students so we can learn. I know she is sensitive to things the rest of us can't see. Sometimes I feel sorry for her. It obviously makes her feel different, and that's not right. I think she was given a gift. Unlike responsibility, it may not always be pleasant, but it's something she should be proud of. It shouldn't isolate her. Well, he doesn't come close to Master Li's skill, but Smiling Mountain is good for the younger.
Oh, wait. It's asking questions, the same question, but in a different way, and that's what's confusing.
funny, but I still want to look over my shoulder. I have to remember that we are a long way from the ears of the Lotus Assassins. They're the Emperor's personal guardians. In the Imperial City, they watch everyone and everything, looking for those who would question the course of the Empire.
I...
The Lotus Assassins visit people who ask a lot of questions. The Emperor hasn't been seen much recently. His advisors run things. They're not gentle. There's already enough darkness without making up stories about shadows, in my opinion. And try Lynn. She seems very interested in the ghosts. I'm no map maker, but I know the basics of the way the Empire is laid out. What do you want to know? Two Rivers is quiet, subdued. This province has a lot of rich agricultural land. Actually, fields cover pretty much everything south of the Great Southern Forest. They consider farmers uneducated rustics, though they'd use less polite terms. They'd change their tune if they could see such a skilled tutor as Master Li out here. The Empire is divided into 4 massive provinces. This area, largely agricultural, is the Golden Delta. To the north lies the Seat of Heaven, which holds the Imperial City. In the prosperous east, you can find port cities like the Phoenix Gate. To the west lie the hills of the 6 Holy Scrolls. I know little about those 2 provinces, though. Goodbye.
Hang on. I know.
What can I do to help?
I had the power. There it is. Would you like to spar?
It would be an honor. Are you sure you have time?
Yes.
Excellent. Let's find a quieter spot to spar. Once we're finished, I'll have to return here and continue my meditations.
Unknown style. Whoa! That was pretty good. Ding. Ooh, I didn't get his, So I didn't get his, whatchamacallit. Any? Nah. Fine. Really? Yet that's here?
It is an honor to be approached by this. What?
Do that again. Try it again.
You won't see me coming.
That's weird.
Always good to see you wandering the school. You're the best among us, after all. So it makes everyone train a little harder when you're around. The tricky part is making sure we're emulating, not hoping to take you down a peg. You should think carefully before bruising the tender egos around here. Oh, did I tell you to see Master Li when you have a chance? I'm not taking the blame if you forget.
I think that's all that's here, right? The monkey. One more time. No. Not falling for that again. Perfect. Bouncing cuts, okay. That's That's one of the ones I could have had at the beginning of the game. Okay. What is... Hey! What's going on here? Student
Our
minute.
most senior student has a spare moment to spend with me? An honor. No, wait, I shouldn't be like that. Master Li always reminds me that jealousy is a low path and not worthy of one of his students. I understand your training is almost complete. I wonder who will replace you as our example. It certainly won't be me. I can't even imagine Master Li saying, "You must strive to be like Lin in all things" to the others. Just the opposite, more likely. That makes sense. Is that how you live your life? If so, it certainly seems to be an effective philosophy. You could just be pouring honey in my ears, but that's not half as fun as other places it could go.
Okay. No.
Oh my, you've gone kind of red. I shouldn't tease you like that. Maybe I should spend more time training and less time worrying about where I stand in the school. How else will I be good enough to take you down one of these days? Besides, there might be bigger things to worry about. I find myself intrigued by the ghost tales that everyone's mentioning.
Ooh. Tell me.
Other than what Dawnstar senses, all I have is stories, but they're becoming more and more common. Tales of people being haunted by loved ones, and mad ghosts attacking people on the roads, or even in their homes. And Master Li accepts Dawnstar's ability to see and sense things others can't. If he believes her, then how could I believe otherwise? They're exactly what you'd expect. The souls of humans who have died. According to all the legends, when you die, your soul travels to the underworld. Once there, your soul is judged and placed upon the wheel of life, so that it can return to this world in a new life. A soul that doesn't return to the wheel of life becomes a ghost. According to the stories, ghosts are usually people whose souls are trapped in this world, either by circumstance or because they won't let go of their old lives. The thing is, those circumstances are very rare, and you never heard about ghosts 10 years ago. Now everyone's talking about them. It's like something has happened, and people aren't leaving this world like they should be. Either that or it's mass hysteria, but I can't believe that explanation. That was my first question when I started hearing these rumors. Apparently they can look just like us, though possibly pale and faded. Some ghosts have been around a long time, and apparently they begin to change. They grow distant from their bodies and become more monsters than people. The scary thing is that a lot of the stories I've been hearing are about these old ghosts, the ones that look like monsters. It just doesn't make sense. From what I understand, Dawnstar is very sensitive to magic and to the spirits we call ghosts. She sees things that others can't. Sometimes she knows things that she shouldn't. I really can't say if it's intuition or something else. If If you wish. I'm sure you've figured out most of my little quirks by now. I've been here a few years. I wasn't the delicate flower my family had hoped for. They believed school would calm my spirit. But Master Li has shown me how to focus myself. I have learned many skills while here, and not many of them require that I be delicate. When I am done, I haven't really thought about it. I won't go home. There's no place for me there. If I can stomach the books, I could become a scholar. Perhaps I'll go to the Imperial City. I should see it at least once in my life. I wasn't the delicate flower my family had hoped for. They believed school would calm my spirit. But Master Li has shown me how to focus myself. I have learned many skills while here, and not many of them require that I be delicate. If you wish. You think I will talk about them behind their backs? I will, but I don't want people to think of me as the local gossip, even if I am just that.
What? What is...
Of note? There's only one student of note, and that would be you. Everyone else, even Dawnstar, is just a background for you and your supposed destiny. Not that you don't deserve the attention. I'd be flirting with you non-stop if you weren't so focused on whatever it is Master Li has in store for you. All of us get a little envious of that. Even Gao gets pushed aside, and he doesn't like being anything less than the center of attention. You know what is said. Master Li believes you're special, but won't say why. It makes you interesting. Some of the others don't find it as intriguing as I do. Some even consider it an attack on their worth. Gao, obviously. You know he doesn't like you, he never has. And when Master Li tells him to model himself after you, that just makes it worse. Why do you need to ask me about Dawnstar? You know her better than anyone as far as I'm concerned. You two practically grew up together. Frankly, I think she might have a little crush on you too. Notice how she's been less willing to train with you recently? Maybe that's why you two get along so well. Maybe her sense for ghosts and the like meshes well with the great destiny Master Li sees for you. You know him as well as I do. A rich man's son. He's attractive, I suppose, but arrogance follows him like a cloud of locusts. I hear his father is the same way. Gao the Greater and Gao the Lesser. Not a family I would want to be a part of.
That's not right.
Leaving.
Oh, wait. Hang on.
Of course. I have to keep practicing if I'm going to be able to best you one day, aren't I? Excellent. Let's see if we can use Smiling Mountain's sparring ground. Once we're done, I'll wander back here if you need me again.
Yay. Oh. Stop points too. So I think I was staff one from earlier. Alright, so I think I've done all I can now. I love the lore in this game. Like, that's... Like, there's a lot of information going on.